Okay, so in the title it does say NXT reaction and review, and I did react. But when I reacted, my recording, so sorry guys. I don't know, the audio just I goofed, bro. I goofed. The audio is terrible. You can barely hear me. It's like I'm speaking through a muffler. I don't know what's going on. But I'll still drop some clips. It just it's not it's not what it could have been. I really apologize, man. I really apologize. But let's just hop into the review. So great show as always. NXT literally, like, they can't do wrong. They can't do wrong. It's consistently they keep on delivering. Uh, I do worry, like, cause with moving to Fox, right? Vince is probably gonna get involved. We keep hearing reports about that, so we don't know if his consistency can continue. This might be like the last takeover with this type of quality. Who knows? But if it is, what a way to go out. Hopefully, it probably won't be though. I hope not. Oh, let's pray and hope it's not. But yeah. With that being said, let's just hop into the review. But before you hop into the review, make sure you hit that like button with the German suplex, and make sure you hit that subscribe with the belly to belly. Now, NXT Takeover Toronto 2. First match, opening match. We got Street Profits versus the Undisputed Era for the NXT Tag Titles. Great match. Probably, I'd say like a tie for like second place. Maybe second and third best match. It's really hard to decide of takeovers to rank these matches, but it's still a great match, right? Regardless. And we see Street Profits win here. Let's talk about the match real quick. Right, let's go into it. Some great spots. One thing that really shined for me was Angelo Dawkins. He really showed his role in the Street Profits, because a lot of times we always talk about Montez Ford. Yo, Tez is gonna be a star. Montez Ford is gonna be crazy. But tonight, I think we saw a little bit of what Angelo Dawkins can do too. Now, of course, Montez Ford was probably always gonna be the star. I mean, just look at Montez Ford, man. He just oozes charisma. But Angelo Dawkins proves he can do his thing too. He can do his thing. Especially, he just showed off a lot of power spots here, right? Started off the match just pretty much ragdolling Kyle O'Reilly. He launched Kyle O'Reilly at one point into Bobby Fish. It was amazing. Great stuff. Yeah, great match. Montez Ford did some good spots too. A nice suicide dive. Angelo Dawkins hit that spear at the end for Montez to hit that frog splash and call the finish. I don't know where they go from here. Undisputed Era is still on Raw and NXT. We'll see what happens as NXT moves to FS1. Wildcard rule is still a thing, so maybe we'll just keep it that way. But we don't know where they go from here, because I don't imagine them rematching this. Going back with it. You could possibly say like Breezango and Street Profits, but I don't know if that's what NXT is going for right now. I wouldn't imagine that, but we'll see. In terms of the Undisputed Era, I don't know where they go from here either. I mean, I feel there was definitely no reason for them to be 3-time champs. I feel like that would have just been too much, right? But I don't know what tag teams in NXT are there to compete with the likes of Undisputed Era, who are on that level. Especially as characters, right? Because you see there's a lot of tag teams NXT throws together, then they're just good in the ring. But as characters, there's no substance. So I think, I don't know, Undisputed Era might just be coasting for all we know. We don't know where the Undisputed Era goes from here. I don't know where the Street Profits go from here. But I mean, NXT always gets something figured out, so we'll see. Maybe they do run it back, but I don't know. We'll see what happens in the coming weeks. Moving on, match 2, Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae, and right off the bat, I just want to say this match is a match that exceeded all of the expectations for me. I thought it would be like this. It got to this. It was really good. if there was no Gargano versus Cole, you could say this match arguably stole the show. But yeah, Candice LeRae versus Io Shirai. Oh, quick note: Io Shirai's entrance, just before the match even starts, right? Io Shirai's entrance, you feel that vibe, that dark vibe, that heel like I don't care vibe, like boo hoo. Well, keep crying about it. I don't care. That vibe, you just feel it from her entrance. All right, the camera zooms in straight to her face. She gives you that I don't care emotion, that facial expression with the hip hop music and the black Minitron, all the lights or the lack of lights, I should say. But yeah, I like that. Outfit was all black. And then Candice LeRae, as soon as the match starts, well, she didn't even wait for the match to start. She just she just goes straight after Io Shirai, and then later on we see a good spot where Io Shirai hits Candice LeRae with the suplex on the table. Later on, we see Candice LeRae with this fire spot of her own. She goes that tope into the DDT. So some great spots here. A lot of good psychology here. You could feel the hatred between them. Io Shirai betraying Candice LeRae. You could feel that, which I really liked. And yeah, led to a great match. Finish was great as well. Right, we see Io Shirai. She goes for the moonsault, which we all know as her finisher, right? But Candice LeRae kicks out, so everybody's in awe. Like, what is Io gonna do now? I didn't know what she was gonna do. I was like, wait, what? What is she gonna do now? And you see it in Io's face. Io's like, what? All right. And then great psychology here. Io's like, all right, we're just gonna keep attacking, like whatever it takes. So she just goes straight for the Koji clutch, chokes out Candice LeRae. I really like that taste of psychology. It's just like, oh man, all right. My finisher didn't work. Just keep pressing. I like that psychology they use there. And not only that, it introduces a new finisher for Io Shirai, because the moonsault is a pretty like babyface move. It feels like a babyface move, right? A babyface would do it, and like going for a submission that's a little less flashy, right? Definitely suits that heel Io Shirai a lot more than just a moonsault. I mean, but she does pull off the moonsault pretty well as well. But yeah, great match. Io Shirai goes over. I don't know where Io Shirai goes from here, because honestly, she already challenged Shayna Baszler, but I think she can challenge her again, right? But that heel versus heel dynamic is usually not something NXT does or wrestling companies do in particular at all. So maybe she goes for like, I don't know, but Dakota Kai's coming back. Maybe she goes to Bianca Belair. I mean, Bianca Belair's, I don't know what she's doing, honestly. So, hey, and Bianca Belair and Io Shirai have had, a little rivalry in the past. So, I'd like to see that happen. I like to see it. And then after that, she can go for Io Shirai, or not Io Shirai. Then she can go for Shayna Baszler, etc. But I mean, we'll see what happens. Io Shirai definitely looking bright as a heel. Her future's very bright. In terms of Candice LeRae, I don't know where she goes from here. She just take a loss, so I don't know. Does she battle with the lower tier heels like of a Vanessa Bourne or an Aaliyah? We'll see. Does she go like a Johnny Gargano type of thing, or she goes on a losing streak, then to build her back up, so she faces Io maybe next year at Mania weekend? Sort of build that back up so you can come back to this. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see it. That'd be probably a really good story. Well, we'll see what happens. Moving on, match 3, we got for the North American title. We got Pete Dunne, Roderick Strong, Velveteen Dream. Great match again. At this point, yeah, 3 great matches in a row, right? Velveteen Dream comes out this entrance. Velveteen Dream is the king of entrances. He is. Like, you can't beat him at this point. You can't beat him, He gives out the tribute to the Toronto Raptors winning the NBA Finals. If you guys don't know, I did cover that. I did react to that. So go check that out. I have that under my playlist, basketball reactions. But yeah, we see Velveteen Dream pay tribute to the Toronto Raptors. He's in the Toronto colors, red and white, right? The Canadian colors. I should say. But yeah, he's in the red and white, repping Canada. He's got the dancers. This is all fire. Yeah, comes Velveteen Dream. He always uses charisma. That's what I really like. Of course he can go in the ring, but a lot of guys they don't use charisma. So guys like Velveteen Dream, guys like Montez Ford, guys like the New Day, the Usos. People who just ooze charisma, they just got so much more value right now. But yeah, Velveteen Dream, king of entrances, loved it as per usual. In terms of Roddy and Pete Dunne's entrances, they were whatever, but that doesn't matter, I guess. Moving on to the match. So we see the match start off. Roddy Strong, he's in there. He's like, the typical where it's like there's two guys facing off, and then you got that one guy in the background like, hey, I'm in this match too. So yeah, Roddy was in that spot, and actually they did a little twist here which I really liked, where usually that guy would get like the two baby faces or the two people facing off, they team up on that guy who's trying to he's like, yeah, I'm in this match, right? They team up on him, but instead they do a little twist and Roddy gets the advantage. He's like, all right, I'll make you pay attention to me, so he hits them with some forearms. I like that. Moving on, later on in the match, really good spot that I liked. They had Pete Dunne go for a bitter end on Velveteen Dream, and Velveteen Dream reverses it. He gets out of that, right? He escapes, and as he slithers back towards the corner, we see Roddy Strong pop up, grab Velveteen Dream's legs, and pull him back into the post. So his sunshine stops shining for a little bit. Great spot. I really love that spot. It was painful, also a little bit of like comedic timing, which I really enjoy when you could do that multifaceted spots like that. I really like that. Moving on, later on in the match, they had Roddy Strong just in this match as a whole. I think he was the glue. He was definitely the glue because he just never stopped. Like it seems like he was always doing something. So he goes on a rampage at one point where he's hitting both Dream and Dunn with forearms back and forth. It was amazing. He just like run back and forth. It was like a lightning bug. It was insane. He just never ran out of gas, man. The commentators touched on it. He's like he never ran out of cardio. Like his cardiovascular shape was amazing. That showed tonight. But yeah, at the end of the day, finish. So Roddy Strong hits the end of Heartache on Pete Dunne, but when Roddy goes for the cover, Velveteen Dream hits like an elbow drop, was Purple Rainmaker on Roddy as he going for the cover. So Roddy ends up breaking that cover, and Roddy rolls out of the way, and Dream covers Dunne, gets the 1-2-3 right in front of Roddy's face, which I really like that. So that's also foreshadowing, I think. Because I do see Dream and Roderick Strong probably running this back again, seeing as Pete Dunne did take the fall here. Alright, I don't know where Pete Dunne goes from here, because it seems like he's done in NXT UK. Like he was the top dog, he got beat up by Walter. I don't know what there's left to do for him. He's been here for what, since 2017, so it's 2.5 years. 2.5 years, and I mean he's done almost everything there is to do. It's crazy. But in terms of what's going on after, right? Roddy and Velveteen, I definitely see that continuing. Considering who else are you gonna have challenge Velveteen Dream? Maybe Donovan Dijak. That's the only other person. Maybe a Keith Lee, but I don't think that has enough, value, or not value, but like I don't know how you're gonna. I mean, it's possible you can build up Keith Lee. You still have 4 months till the next takeover, but the investment in in a Dijak and a Roderick Strong, I think, is a lot more than in a Keith Lee at this moment. So, maybe they do a Fatal 4-Way. Who knows? But definitely, I see Roderick Strong, Velveteen Dream crossing paths again for sure. Moving on. Fourth match of the night: Mia Yim versus Shayna Baszler. And we'll start off by saying this match was the worst match of the night. Definitely the weakest, bar none. The main thing about this match just seemed to drag. The pace was completely like a molasses level. And I'm not talking. Oh, people say technical wrestling in America is it's hard to. People don't like it. I understand technical wrestling. I understand, the catch wrestling and these arm bars and these holds, these, the joint manipulation, whatever you want to call it, the wrestling, the single legs and their joint manipulation, the different submissions, their arm triangles, etc. Right? But like just the pace of the match, it felt like one of those Randy Orton matches where he's just like he phones it in, he's just like, yeah, whatever. Right? It felt like a Randy Orton match, but a lot of times those Orton matches end up picking up, and it's like, yeah, all right, fine. But this match did not pick up. It's just like, and by the time they did try to pick it up, right? It no one was there, like it's like they tried to, when you like going on a trip, right? They went by themselves. They were trying to go, but everybody else stayed back. No one got on the train. So the story of the match, you see Mia Yim work on Shayna Baszler's arm mostly, and also Mia Yim coming up with creative ways to stay ahead of Shayna Baszler. Right? You see Shayna Baszler, or I should say Mia Yim, she uses fish hooks and hair pulling a lot. Just these different maneuvers that Shayna Baszler, who is MMA oriented, so she's not used to hair pulling and fish hooks. We see Mia Yim use those things to stay a step ahead, try to keep up with Shayna, right? Which I understand. I like that. I saw that. But as the match goes on, we see just a lot of just nothingness. It's like I can't even remember what happened. All I remember is just maybe Shayna Baszler stepping on the elbow, and then Mia Yim doing it back to her. At one point they botched the spot. I know that it was weird. But it just, man. And the thing is, I do understand this is the toughest spot of the show because you're going right before an anticipated main event, and then you're going right after a great mid card match as always. Like that, the third match of the show is always great, always. So it's a very tough spot. I understand that, but at the end of the day, you've gone like you in that spot before. You've produced classics. You've produced great matches with Kairi Sane. And even before that, people like Asuka and Ember Moon. They've overcome that. So it's not as big of a disadvantage as I think it should be. But that's the wrong choice of words. But it's not as big a disadvantage as it seems like. But in terms of this match, it completely fell. And it's not like the match was bad, because it was just the worst match of the show. But it wasn't a bad match. It's just there. And the thing with matches that are just there, those are honestly like the worst way in terms of like feeling. Like at least with a bad match, you can laugh about it. You can sort of like it's so bad it's good. That mentality. You can get something out of that. But when the match is there, you feel indifferent, and when you're indifferent, you lose interest immediately. So this match just made me feel indifferent, man. But I mean, there was some good psychology. We'll talk about the finish here. So Mia Yim, she was working over the arm the whole match. So when Shayna Baszler locks in the Kirifuda clutch, Mia Yim was able to attack the arm. And since Shayna Baszler's arm was hurt so much, it was easy to attack the arm, right? She's able to escape out of the Kirifuda clutch multiple times. But we see Shayna Baszler use her craftiness once again. So instead of going after Mia Yim escapes out of the Kirifuda clutch, Shayna Baszler reverses that reversal, and she uses it to get to a leg triangle. And then she proceeds to tap out Mia Yim from that leg triangle. But yeah, match was just flat, man. It was flat. Sucks, but it's the truth. It was flat. So Shayna Baszler goes over. I don't know where Shayna Baszler goes from here. I don't want to see a rematch with Mia Yim, honestly. And the thing about Mia Yim is we don't really know her character either. Like, where does Mia Yim go for her? Because going into this match, I wasn't invested in Mia Yim in the first place. Like, I don't know what she does. I just know she likes bandanas, I guess, and she likes like rap music, but I don't know anything about her character kayfabe wise, but you know, man, I don't know, man, because I feel like this match could have been so much more. So I guess that's why I'm a little, a little mad. I don't want to say the word mad, but I'm a little ticked, you know, a little, you know, irritated. But like, I don't know where they go from here. Shayna Baszler, I don't know who's the next face to sort of go up against Shayna Baszler, but I don't want to see this again. I'm sorry. Unless Mia Yim gets an actual character, and you know we get an actual story for this match, because we didn't get a story for this match. Honestly, it's just like underdog versus, but like it wasn't even like a real underdog type of story. You know, it just. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Moving on in purpose of quickness, right? In the intent of quickness, we go match 5, main event: Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole. Again, I already react to this. I do want to apologize for the audio being janky. I don't know what happened. I am gonna show it after this, so stay tuned. But yeah, so we see what is it, Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole first fall. Oh, I do want to point out Johnny Gargano pulled out the Wolverine gear tonight. Nice touch, man. I always like Johnny's gears, but yeah, we see Johnny Gargano come out with the Wolverine gear and Adam Cole come out black and yellow gear. So you know they come out the special tires. You know it's hot. And first fall was a normal match. It started out pretty slow. Started to pick up near the end, right? Which I liked. It was about, you know, a solid 15 minutes or so, that first fall, which I also liked, as because you know a lot of the times for 2 out of 3 fall matches they'll make it really short. They'll be like, oh, the first fall happened like 6 minutes, when in a regular match that took like at least 18 minutes, you know, like for them to actually beat each other. You feel me? So I like that they actually made it feel like a real match. And not only that, they didn't end the fall in a pinfall. They ended that in a disqualification, which I liked from Johnny's part, because the second match was a street fight, so it's fine to get this DQ because you have the advantage going in the second fall. So nice psychology there. But yeah, let's talk about this first fall real quick. Some good spots. You know, they start off with a lot of reversals and a lot of, you know, like just a good sequence because you can tell they know all each other's moves. Right? They even did like a super kick at one point, like a fake super kick. They just like, oh, you gotta do a super kick. Oh, I was gonna do a super kick. All right, we gotta go come up with like a new plan, you know. Some nasty spots here too. They had a wheelbarrow suplex, insanely. Oh, that made my back hurt, man. But yeah, really good spot. Near the end, we see Adam Cole go for the chair. Uses the chair to distract the referee and hits Gargano with a low blow. Great near fall there. I was really invested. I thought Cole was gonna win the fall that way, which also would have been good. But yeah, and then Gargano kicked out actually, which makes sense because Gargano's been through a lot, so his toughness should, you know, be at like a 99. You know what I mean? And then we see Gargano use the chair to get that DQ and get the advantage going in the second fall, which is street fight. So moving on to the second fall, street fight. Very well done. It's hard to mess up street fights. I mean, like, what's not to love? Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, what's not to love about street fights, right? You see Gargano take Cole to the crowd. He hits Cole with cups. He gets a lot of super kicks, a lot of street fight stuff with the punches and stuff. Then he ends up putting Cole in an office chair and rams him into like a barricade. After that, he throws Cole back in the ringside area, gets up on like one of the boxes, and jumps onto Cole, breaking the barricade near the ring, which is a great spot. Then Gargano brings in the tables and stuff, and you know, he just starts to work over Johnny with the weapons, and he gets Gargano escape and makes Adam tap. I just wanted to keep it quick, so sorry if I skipped over that a little too quickly for you guys, but I don't want to keep it too long. It's already 25 minutes, right? But yeah, so now it's tied 1-1. Moving on to the third fall. Gargano and Cole inside a barbed wire steel cage. Crazy. First barbed wire steel cage match in WWE in like 15 years. Insane, right? And not only is it barbed wire, there's like an Ambrose Asylum type match. So you see a bunch of weapons everywhere. Crazy stuff. Right, there is a table. There's some metal platform, which we'll talk about later. There's a fire extinguisher. A lot of stuff. Kendo sticks, baseball bats, sledgehammer, not to mention the barbed wire on top. So we see this happen for the third fall. Cage comes down. And I just want to say, this third fall had a spam. Like, someone spammed the crap out of Panama Sunrises. Because we saw, like, 2 or 3 Panama Sunrises. One from the top rope. Like, well, like a regular Panama Sunrise, I should say. And then we saw one from the ladder. And then Gargano hit a Canadian Destroyer of his own. So it was a lot of Panama Sunrises. A lot of flippy stuff. But then we also see a lot of great spots, like they go for their sledgehammer, and that's where Gargano hits a power bomb off of the top rope. He ends up getting a sledgehammer, does some damage with that. He also uses the fire extinguisher and was able to use it and like blow the I don't even know what's in it, like the nitrogen or whatever, in Adam Cole's face. And after that, does a tornado DDT into the chair with Adam Cole. Great stuff. Now, near the end of this match, at the finish of it, we see Johnny Gargano climb up and get some pliers. Well, there's a bag. Let's start from there. There's a bag that's tied to the wall of the cage, right? So everybody assumed it's thumbtacks. I thought it was thumbtacks. Turns out it wasn't thumbtacks. It was just a bunch of tools. I don't know, right? And then there were pliers. So Johnny grabs the pliers, goes up to the top of the cage, cuts off a string of barbed wire, brings that back down, and he plans to do damage with Adam Cole, right? Adam Cole sees this, the fear in his face. He's like, oh, hell nah. Starts running up to the top of the cage onto this metal platform they have, right? It's like a table, but it's made of metal. And he's trying to run away, but if you escape the cage, you lose the match. So he just chills up on there, up on top of there, right? But then, of course, naturally being a wrestling match, Johnny climbs up there. At that point, Adam's not gonna climb back down. Wouldn't be fast enough anyway. And we see them start fighting up there. So Johnny Gargano is about to use the barbed wire. You gotta cut Adam Cole, and that's where Cole reverses it. He stops Gargano's wrist. Right, he stops Gargano's strike with the barbed wire, and that's when Gargano grabs Cole by the head and throws himself and Cole into the 2 tables down below from the top of the cage. Crazy stuff. Crazy spot. I'm going to show it after in the reaction part. But, yeah. Insane match. Absolutely great match. If I were to rank it, because that's what I was thinking about after watching that match. Not only a crazy match, but probably I'd say it was their second best match out of the 3. Right? Because it was the end to the trilogy. So I'd say Takeover New York was the best, and then this match, then Takeover 25. They're all very great matches, of course. But yeah, as a whole, the show is really good. I'd say it was a B plus A minus type of show, just because Mia Yim versus Shayna Baszler really brought down, like, you know, like it's like that's what it seems to be. Like every Takeover, there seems to be one match that's just like. So yeah, I'd still give it like an A minus, like a 90, an 89 out of 100, you know. But no, great show as per usual. NXT always delivering. Oh, you can always count on NXT as a wrestling fan. So it's nice to know, you know, nice to see that. And they do it again. Now, with that being said, I gotta go edit reaction stuff, right? I was editing it now, and there's like I can show you guys. If you see, there's like their volume is just terrible. There's nothing. It's so low. I don't know what's wrong with it. But hey, hopefully you guys enjoy the janky audio. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'm not gonna go to the outro because we're gonna go to the next part. But I do want to say thank you guys for watching. If you don't stick around make sure you just subscribe. You know, hit that sub with a belly to belly. Make sure you hit that like button with the German suplex. If you do stick around, thank you for sticking around and watching that janky reaction. It's been your boy Father Suplex. See you at the end.
Right now. Let's see if I can film this. Pray I don't get copyrighted. Oh snap. Oh, what is it going for? Backdrop? Oh, crazy. There's something above the ring, but it looks like a cage, but we don't know. But I'm gonna assume it's a cage. Alright, everyone's cheering. It's a cage. It's not your typical cage. I see some weapons in there. I see some chains in there. Let's see if we get a little look-see at this. Look at that. I hope this... Oh, it's barbed wire. Oh, snap. They got barbed wire. They got some thumbtacks, some kendo sticks, chains. There's a fire extinguisher somewhere over there. Dude, I probably blocked that. Sledgehammer, baseball bat or something. Some chairs, more chairs. Crazy, look at that. I hope y'all can see that. Alright. Dude, you can see my face. That spot was nasty. So Gargano sprayed the coal with the fire extinguisher, and then he hit him with a DDT, a tornado DDT. Ugh. And Adam Cole's head, instead of hitting like the table of chairs, it hit the back edge of the chair. You know, the part that stands up. Like, this isn't a steel chair, but like he hit like this part. Oof. So Gargano just set up 2 tables next to each other, but nothing's happened yet. It just left it alone. Now they're on the other side of the ring. I don't know what's going on. Canadian Destroyer off of the top rope. Bro, Adam Cole just barely kicked out. Bro, I know this match is draining him. Lord. Oh snap. Oh snap. Looks like the thumbtacks is coming out. Oh, not thumbtacks. Oh, it's brass knuckles. Pliers? Pliers? What is this? Pliers? What is Johnny Gargano doing? He's about to cut the barbed wire? Oh, he's about to use a piece of it. Oh, we about to get real ECW up in here. Hold up. Gargano's got a piece of the barbed wire. Oof. Oh, you can see Adam Cole's face. He's terrified. He's terrified. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's trying to run away. He's trying to run away. This is the metal platform though that I was talking about earlier that I thought Johnny was gonna jump off of. Oh snap. This is about to be crazy. Yo, this is about to be crazy. Hold on. Hold on. Yo, this is about to be crazy. Johnny's got the barbed wire too. Oh. Yo, don't die. Yeah, please don't die. You got the please don't die chance. Lord, Lord. I'm praying, man. One slip, bro. One slip. Something bad can happen. I hope this all goes according to plan. Whew. Oh, Johnny with the headbutts. I got it at this camera angle because I want to show you if something happens. Oh, Gargano's about to use the barbed wire, but Cole stops him. Yo, bro, bro, I completely misses the table, one of the tables, but holy cow. Oh, go with the cover. Oh, just. Wow. Wow. What a match. What a finish. Oh, dang. Look at Adam Cole's back. Oof. Oof. Damn. What a war, man. Props. You guys put their bodies on the line. Look at that. Look at that. Whew. Crazy. 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 Lord.
I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for my other videos. I do hope to do a SummerSlam video reaction or slash review, whatever you want to call it. Let me guys know if you guys are excited for SummerSlam, because honestly, looking at the card, like, it's looking to be a lackluster show, you know? At least with past cards, like, there's always potential, and then, at least with potential, when you get let down, at least you can remember the potential. But the potential in this card is, like, nowhere to be found. Like, it's like one or two matches that, you know, you actually care about. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that slight. I had a Rollins moment there. But make sure you hit that like button with the German suplex. Make sure you hit that sub with the belly to belly. I will be back with more content. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Share this video with your friends. We're trying to get to 500 subs. We're on the road to 500 subs, guys. Help me get there. Help me get there. Help me out, you know? Help me out. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy, Father Suplex, and we out.